Hello, yogis, and welcome to our morning yoga class. My name is Jill Enticknap, and I'm the lead trainer and founder of Yogi Institute. It is wonderful to have you here. In this practice, we are doing a Vinyasa flow, which is really great for mental clarity and increasing energy within your body. So if you're looking for some mental focus and to increase your energy that you can use throughout your day, you are in the perfect place. Let's go ahead and start our practice in our child's pose. Coming to the back of your mat, big toes come to touch. Knees come out as wide as feels comfortable for you today as you start to walk your fingertips forward and let your forehead rest down. I encourage you here to close down your eyes, spread your fingers out wide, and first allow yourself to ground down into your space. As you spread those fingers wide, sink the hips back, almost as if you're anchoring into your palms. And as you sink the hips back, start to feel the length and space you're creating through the back, through the side body, maybe through the hips. Let's establish our breath here. Start to feel your inhale expand and your exhale release. The breath in our yoga practice, especially our Vinyasa practice, is just as important as the postures themselves. Moving breath to movement is what helps us to cultivate more energy in the body. And like I said, we're building up energy that we can utilize throughout our day, not just in this moment. Let's take a deep breath in, feel the body expand with the breath, and a full breath out. Let that go. Open mouth exhale if you can. And again, deep breath in through the nose, fill the belly, fill the lungs, expand. Open mouth exhale, breathe it out, let it go. And one more deep breath in, feel the body expand with the breath, and open mouth exhale, let it out. Let's engage our Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi means to control or restrict. So you can press your tongue against the roof of your mouth as you inhale and exhale through the nose. You're looking to create some restriction in the back of your throat so that you can regulate your breath. Ujjayi means to control or regulate. We'll use this breath as we move breath to movement through our Vinyasa practice today. It's my understanding that the word Vinyasa actually translates to breath to movement. Let's take one more deep Ujjayi breath here. Stay for your exhale. Press yourself forward into your Sphinx pose. For your Sphinx, let's draw the legs up together, stacking the shoulders over the elbows, paralleling the chin to the floor. Close down your eyes. Let's take a couple more deep breaths here as we feel the belly press into the mat, into the floor, and as we feel it release. And again, feel it press in and release. Let's bring that right knee out to the right and bring the inside edge of the foot down into the floor. Lengthen the crown of the head toward the ceiling. And let's inhale, lift that right foot up just as high as you can. Even an inch will be great. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, feel that internal rotation. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Take that right foot, send it back out behind you, and let's switch it out. Bending into the left knee, inside edge of the foot comes down. Let's inhale, lift that foot up, and exhale, lower it down. And inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. One more, inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Extend that foot out behind you. Let's bend into both knees, lifting the feet up, and then shift the feet right and left. I want you to really lift that hip up and feel the belly shift from side to side into the floor. Come back through center, extend the legs out long. Let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders as we press the mat away, coming into our downward facing dog. Start to pedal out the feet. Let's check in with the foundation of our down dog. Your feet are hip width distance. Your hands are a little bit wider at shoulder width distance. Let's spread the fingers out wide and really press the heels of the palms into the mat. As you lift one heel, lift the other. Know that in your down dog, it doesn't matter if your heels touch the floor. I had a student ask me once, when are my heels going to touch the floor? And I said, it doesn't matter, and maybe never. So if you hold expectation within your practice, let's just let that expectation go and let's feel into the practice as we are today in this moment. Let's find some stillness in the feet as we press the heels down and press the chest toward the thighs. Let's really take a moment to acknowledge the length that you feel through the back line of the body. Notice what you feel through the hips, the hamstrings, the shoulders. Let's ground down into the left foot and extend your right leg high, three-legged dog. Taking a moment here to just really feel into that length and stretch. Let's release that right foot down, ground down into the right foot, left foot lifts. Feel that length. Let's focus on our breath. Setting the intention in this moment to focus on our breath throughout our practice. Sink your chest a little bit more to your thighs. Let's walk the hands back toward the feet. Heel toe the feet toward the edges of the mat, heels on, toes off, and sink your hips down into your yogi squat. Bringing the elbows to the inside edge, tucking the tailbone under and getting nice and tall through the tailbone. Bring the hands down, lift the hips up. Bring the heels to the edges of the mat. Let's heel toe the feet a little bit wider and let the head hang heavy. Taking a moment to really allow the head to hang heavy in this forward fold. Sink your hips back and your weight into your heels, letting the hands drape down to the floor. Sink your weight forward into your toes and weight back into your heels. Come to neutral. Start to heel toe your feet toward one another, coming to that hip width distance. Walk your hands back, forward, back into our downward facing dog. Taking a moment to see if the heels feel different, if the back line feels different now that we've opened up a little bit. Look forward, step forward. Let's stay hinged forward. Heel toe your feet hip width distance apart. A good measurement for your unique body is 2 fist distance between your feet. Let's take a deep bend into that right knee, plant the right hand down on the floor and reach your left hand high. Lift with your gaze as you really draw that left shoulder back and stack your shoulders. Let's take that lifted hand for a wrap around to our opposite hip crease as we peel the shoulder back. Deep breaths here. Inhale, left arm high, replace it down, bend into the left knee, straighten through the right leg, reach your right hand high. Stacking your shoulders, draw that right shoulder back. Maybe you want to take that right hand, reach it around to the opposite hip crease as you peel the right shoulder back, deep breaths. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, let that right hand come down. Let's take a moment and let the body hang heavy toward the floor. Heel toe the feet back together. Take a bend in the knees as you slowly rise all the way up to standing for our mountain pose. Let's get our mountain pose set up nice and sturdy. I like to zip my legs up tight together and then tuck the tailbone under so I can really feel that engagement through the core, but maybe having some space between your feet feels better. Find what feels most stable. That's what we want from our mountain pose. We want to feel nice and stable. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, cactus out the arms, lift with the gaze. Inhale through center. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back, gaze back. Inhale through center. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back, gaze back. Inhale through center. Exhale, forward fold, ride your breath all the way down. Bend in the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, all the way down, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Sink the hips back, lengthen the crown forward. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands, step your feet back into your high plank. I encourage you here to zip your legs up tight and engage through your glutes. This helps to protect the low back and helps you to build strength through the core and the glutes. Inhale, shift your weight forward over your wrists. Exhale as you lower to a hover or all the way down, really drawing the elbows in. Unflip the toes, press through the palms, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. So this is a 4-part flow, chaturanga, vinyasa. Let's do it one more time with our focus on the breath. Inhale, high plank. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. So good. Look forward, step forward. Inhale all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your feet back. Let's take it through that chaturanga. Breathe through it. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Ground down into your left foot. Right leg lifts. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Look between your hands, slowly, gently. The right foot comes all the way through between your hands. Take a moment in your runner's lunge. Bump up on the back toes, hands stay connected to the floor. Straighten through the front leg, draw the forehead down. Bend into the front leg, draw the forehead down. Bend into the front the back leg, and let's inhale, rise up into your high lunge. Bending into the front knee, draw the back heel up. Let's inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back, reaching from fingertip to toe. Inhale, back through center. Let's bring the left hand down, the right hand up, twisted lunge. Inhale all the way up, come back through center, draw that heel high. Exhale, sweep the hands back, lengthen the crown forward. Inhale all the way back up through center. Exhale your hands down, step your right foot back to meet your left, take it through your chaturanga vinyasa flow. Inhale upward. Exhale downward. Inhale your left leg high, bend your knees, stack your hips, open up your body to the left. Look between your hands, slowly, gently take that left foot all the way through, coming into your lower toes, keeping the hands connected to the floor. Straighten out through the front leg, draw the forehead down, and then bend back in. Straighten out through the front leg, draw the forehead down. Let's do one more. Straighten, draw the forehead down. Bend into the front leg, that back leg. As the inhale, arms come up overhead. Draw the back leg up, tighten up through that back leg. Let's inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back for that twist. Inhale through center. Exhale, right hand down, left hand reaches, twisted lunge. Come back through center on an inhale. Exhale, cactus, draw the shoulder blades together, gaze forward. Inhale up. Exhale, hands come down, step that foot back. Let's take it through a chaturanga. Lower, inhale upward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Look between your hands, step it through, come into your warrior one. So that front foot is pointed straight forward, square the hips and shoulders forward. You can even take the hands onto the hips, As you square them forward and bend into that front knee. And then inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, sweep the hands back, lengthen the crown forward. Grab your beach ball behind you and let's pulse into that beach ball for 5. Lengthen through the crown. 4, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, sweep your arms back up. Exhale, open up to your warrior 2. Let's straighten through the front leg, parallel the feet, pop the heels in, the toes out as we sink into our wide leg squat or goddess pose. Sink a little bit deeper, and we're going to draw the shoulder blades back toward one another and pulse the arms back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to shift directions, straighten, come into that warrior 2. So the front foot is paralleled forward, back foot's parallel to the back side of the mat. Arms are straight and strong. From here, sweep the back hand up, come into your warrior 1. You can take the hands on the hips, bend into the front knee, reach those arms up overhead. Take the hands, sweep them back, lengthen forward, beach ball pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale your arms back up overhead. Exhale, hands come down. Step the foot back and let's take it through a chaturanga. From your down dog, come down onto your forearms. Forearms are parallel to one another. And let's lift the heels up and sink the heels down. Dolphin pose. Lift the heels up, sink the heels down. 2 more. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you sink. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you sink. Walk your feet back, coming into your forearm plank. Zip the legs up tight together. Nice and engaged here. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take that left hand, reach it over to the right, rolling open for your side plank. Press your hips toward the ceiling as you lift with your gaze. For 5, see if you can stack your feet. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that lifted hand, reach it over to the left, roll open to the left, stack your feet, press through that palm for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to your forearm plank. Keep those legs nice and zipped up. Sink that booty down and shift the hips from side to side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down onto your knees and walk your knees to meet closer to your elbows. So we're coming into almost like a tabletop position, but we're on our forearms. We're going to shift ourselves into our headstand. Clasp the hands together. Let's actually start by taking the right fingertip and reaching toward the left elbow, left fingertip, right elbow. So this is the perfect distance for your headstand. Take the arms forward, clasp the fingers together. Now you can hang out right here if you don't want to come into a headstand, and that's totally okay. But you may want to give it a try. Bringing the crown of the head down and finding that nice cradle with the hands and the head. Flip the toes and start to walk the feet toward the head. Now, maybe you stay right here, or maybe you press the elbows in as you start to lift the legs up toward the ceiling. Keep the legs together. Engage through your glutes. Finding that headstand for your body. And when you get there, just see if you can find some stability. Breathe. Trust your body. And then to come out, see if slow and controlled. You can lower one foot down and the other. Bring the feet together, knees together, bring the knees down. Tops of the feet press into the mat, and let's all meet back in our hero's pose. Flipping the palms, palm facing down on the thighs. Get tall through the crown of the head, close down the eyes. Let's take a couple deep breaths here as we allow the circulation in the body to re-regulate itself. From here, come up onto your knees, and we're going to come into a camel pose. So for your camel, you want your knees to be as wide as your hips, and then bring the feet toward one another. So you have almost a triangle behind you. Engage through your glutes to protect the low back. Hands come to that low back, shift the hips forward and tilt the chin toward the ceiling. So you can stay right here as you're opening up through the front line of the body, or you can start to shift more, letting the hands come down to the heels, drawing the shoulder blades together, lifting with the chin, come back to your breath. Bring the hands back to the low back as you press yourself back up. Sink your hips to your heels. Draw your knees together. Flip your palms, palm facing down. Let's close down the eyes and breathe. Let's shift ourselves into a wide leg forward fold. Opening up the legs as wide as feels comfortable for you in your body. Inhale, get nice and tall, and then plant the hands down in front of you. Let's keep the back nice and straight and imagine that you're shining the chest between the biceps. Now, maybe over time, the body invites you to come a little bit deeper. So maybe you want to lower down onto your forearms. Maybe you're feeling really open in the body and the hips, and you want to come all the way down to your chest. I want you to find your forward fold, whatever that looks and feels like in your body. Something that I love so much about yoga is that it offers space for physical variation. So how things look in my body is not going to be how they look in your body because we have physical variation. And this practice allows for us to find our own practice, to find what feels good and right in our own body. That's what we're looking for in our yoga practice. We're looking for what feels good and right for us. Let's take the right hand, reach it to the inside edge of the right foot, take that left hand, sweep it overhead. Feel that length through the side body. Let's lift the gaze to the ceiling and really lengthen from the hip through the fingertips. Sweep the body through center, taking the left hand to the inside edge of the left leg. Right hand reaches overhead, lift your gaze. Breathe into your side body. Come back through center. Torso comes through center. Plant your hands behind you. Draw your knees toward one another, planting your feet on the floor. Lean back and let's take a shift right to left, bringing movement into those hip flexors that we just really opened up. Bring the knees through center. We're going to heel toe the feet a little bit wider and then drop both knees over to the right as we draw the left shoulder back. And I really encourage you to press that left knee into the floor. Deep breaths. And then bring both knees back through center. Drop both knees over to the left. Draw the right shoulder back. Gaze back. Deep breaths. Come back through center, start to heel toe the feet back to one another. Extend your legs straight out on your mat. Let's reach forward, maybe point the toes as you slow and controlled lower all the way down, letting the back connect to the floor. Draw the knees into the chest, wrap the hands around the knees, gently rock from side to side. Hands come to the knees. Let's do some circles with the knees, bringing the knees apart and together, change direction, together and apart, together and apart. Extend your legs straight up, flip your palms, palm facing down by your side. Slow and controlled, start to lower the heels down for 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's hover on 2, point the toes and scissor kick for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let everything sink into the floor. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Deep breath in, full breath out. Letting yourself sink and settle into your final resting pose, Shavasana. It's said that this is the most important pose of our entire practice, as it creates the time and the space for us to absorb all the nutrients that our body created throughout our practice. So just allow yourself to be here, to breathe here, to release here. Take a deep breath in, start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe roll out your wrists and your ankles. Taking a moment to really thank yourself, maybe even placing your hands on your heart, thanking yourself for being here, thanking yourself for your practice. Know that you have cultivated more energy in your body, opened up the lines of energy, and through the breath awareness, you have increased your mental focus. Know that throughout your day, you can come back to that breath awareness, and that will increase your mental focus. And know that throughout your day, you have energy reserves that you can access. Let's draw our knees into our chest, gently rock from side to side. Grab the backs of your legs as you rock yourself all the way up, coming into a seated position. Thank you so much for being here today. Again, my name is Jill Enticknap, the lead trainer and founder of Yogi Institute, an online yoga school and studio. If you enjoyed this class, be sure to subscribe so that you can get notifications when new classes are posted weekly. Also, know that you can save this class, know that you can share this class, so that you can come back to it whenever you're feeling like you need more mental clarity or energy. It's always my pleasure sharing this practice with others. I love the online community, no matter where you're coming from or what platform you're watching this on. The love, the light, the wisdom in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages the love, the light, the wisdom in you. Namaste. I hope to see you again on your mats very, very soon. And until then, may your life